and it's saying what's actually load bearing to me is producing this video that we're literally filming right now. This AI brain not only knows about me, it literally knows what's happening right now, what I'm working on in this moment. So I cloned my brain with Claude Code, and now it knows me better than I know myself. I'm getting feedback on my ideas in a way that AI has never given me before, because it knows my business, it knows my dreams, and it even knows my blind spots. Now, I'm not the first person to build something like this, but from what I've seen online, most people are building this completely wrong. So in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly what my clone can do. I'll show you the exact structure that makes it work. If you stick with me until the end, I will give you a markdown file that you can provide to Claude, which will then know exactly what we're doing and walk you through the process. My name is Vic. I'm a creator with over 200 million views across my socials. I've partnered with brands like Kraken, Activision, and over 100 more. And I run my business solo. Every idea, every script, every edit is done by me, which is exactly why I had to build this second brain. But let's actually put it to work. I'm gonna give Claude Code a test just to show you what it can do. So I'm gonna give it a pretty personal prompt. What's the biggest thing holding me back from achieving my goals? And let's see what it says. So right now it's actually reading my brain. The folder is current struggle and objective, where it knows everything that I'm going through and where I want to go in my career. It just knew to find that folder in my brain. So it says the biggest thing holding you back is that you're strategizing the move you've already decided to make. And it's saying what's actually load bearing to me is producing this video that we're literally filming right now. It's saying that yesterday you said you would do it today, basically. And then to go on, it's saying that I'm overthinking before shipping. It's saying that I'm only trying to make big banger productions instead of shipping quantity. It said, film the cold open today, ship by the end of this week, bro. It's literally telling me to film what we're filming right now. This AI brain not only knows about me, it literally knows what's happening right now, what I'm working on in this moment. And it's holding me accountable like you just saw. Okay, so how does this thing actually work? And how did I actually put all these files together? Well, this is a program called Obsidian. I'll get into the program stack in a little bit. And essentially it's based off of this scaffolding of different folders and markdown files. Now, the way that I have this scaffolded is literally how my brain compartmentalizes my life. I have my identity, my business, my finance, and my personal development. And the reason that it knows so much about me and helps me make decisions is because I have really interesting MD files. Like I have one that's literally just my insecurities. Actually, I'm gonna just hide these from you. These are personal. I also have a strengths and weaknesses folder that has all of my strengths, all of my weaknesses in it. And when we get into the business side, I have all of my business arms segmented off with the actual SOPs and logic on how I make what I make. So this MD file right here is literally what I call my YouTube sauce. And it's my entire framework for making a YouTube video. You can store all of your SOPs in this as well. So when you're working on anything with Claude, it knows exactly how you work and works alongside you. And you might be thinking, oh my God, I don't have all those files. I don't want to type all that out. You don't have to. I'm going to show you exactly how to make this super easy on you, the operator, shortly. Now, where people go wrong with this type of second brain is they basically just download their entire ChatGPT and Claude history and just throw it into Obsidian instead of actual organized MD files. This creates confusion for the model. It creates contradictions when you say one thing and say another thing and they don't make sense together. And it also wastes a ton of your tokens. And you've probably seen other second brains online that are like way more crazy than mine, but I truly believe that less is more and you should only really have what you need. So you want a really tight second brain. Another thing too is obsessing over the look of your graph. I've seen like 3D graphs and I've seen ones where they have like neural pathways and stuff. That's all LARP. You don't need all that stuff. The functionality of the brain is the most important thing. And if you can get it right, this is a total game changer. First off, be vulnerable and be transparent. That way it can call you out on your bullshit. You might think something is a good idea until you give the idea to Claude and it says, pretty sure this contradicts everything that you said yesterday. Stop being an idiot. focus on what you need to focus on, as you just saw with me. Another thing is you need to organize your folders the same way that your brain is already organized. Like I mentioned before, I have my identity, and within that I have like my projects and my goals and my insecurities and people that I know. Your brain might work like mine and be similar to mine, or you might have a completely different way of thinking about your life. That is how you need to structure this out. And if you do it right, the more MD files and the more folders that you organize and compartmentalize, it'll grow and it will become closer to the real thing, which is your actual brain. All right, hold up. I want to try something real quick. Roast me. Let's see what it has to say. Oh my God, man. I can't believe he just said that. You hired me to flag distraction and fixation. Then you spawned a Claude Code session to ask for a roast. Oh my God. It's just like, bro, get to work. Okay, before we move forward, if you want more content just like this, top value, every single week, make sure you subscribe. All right, so let's get into the build. How do you set this up for yourself? Well, there's a few pieces of software that you absolutely need and some that just really help. So obviously you need Claude Code. This is Claude Desktop. It's where I prefer to use Claude Code. Second, you need Obsidian because that's exactly where we have this entire file structure and the graph and the entire AI second brain. It's completely free to download. Next, I would highly recommend getting WhisperFlow. It's not essential, but it makes this whole process so much easier because you don't have to type. You can just speak into your microphone and it takes all of that text that might be all weird or maybe you heard something wrong and it runs it through AI, comes out super organized, proper spelling, so Claude can just take it and run with it way faster. You'll probably need the Pro plan, and I have a referral link down in the description below. I just pretty much turn on WhisperFlow and yap for like 5-10 minutes at a time. And then Claude itself is gonna know exactly how to go and store all of this information in your vault if you prompt it properly. You can also tell it through WhisperFlow, hey, I want this file in this folder, or I want to make a folder here in my vault. So another optional tool that I definitely recommend if you are going cross-platform or you're using multiple devices is iCloud. That's where I actually store the vault folders because these folders are literally just folders on your computer. Like you can see here in my iCloud, here's my whole brain right here. And this syncs over from my Windows PC to my MacBook to my iPhone. iCloud just makes that super easy. It's also Apple security, so it's insanely secure. And lastly, you need to direct Claude. So I've actually put together an MD file for you. It has all of the instructions that you need for Claude to set this up with iCloud, Obsidian, and Claude Code. And it's going to set up that Claude MD file. So every time you open Claude, it knows exactly where to go. I also have my entire scaffold right here and a ton of tips and tricks baked right in. So Claude can do this in a super efficient way. And this is a completely free file for you to download. And you can get access to the file in my free Skool Community, AI Systems for Human Creators. Just come over to the Classroom section and the AI Automations tab, and you will find the Obsidian and Claude Second Brain MD file. Just click on it to download just like that, and then plug this right into Claude. I hope you got some value from this video. It's been a super interesting project for me to work on. I'm definitely gonna put out more videos like this where I do a big project and then I show you how to do it as well to make your life easier and to hopefully help you make more money in the process. If you have not done it yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to drop a new video every single week, just like this. And as always, stay safe in the trenches.